Hello, I wanted to talk to you today about some of my experience getting stuff deleted off my credit report that's either inaccurate or unverified. And let's just say that the process hasn't been real pleasant for me. I started this in June of 2017, and the first letter I send out, I get the response back says verified by the furnisher. So I proceed and I send out the second round of letters, and I get the same response back. Um, all the collection agencies on there say that it's the item's verified by the people who reported it, and nobody will send me any documentation to the fact. So I start attacking these collection agencies, and I had a bank that claimed I owed them $500 in overdraft charges on a new account, and I get my report, and there's like 20 charges of a nickel that was generated by a computer. So I attacked this um, collection agency with a validation letter, and they just sent me some contract that says I open an account with the bank. That's it, and refused to send me an instrument of indebtedness or any other documents to verify that the bank had a reasonable cause to charge me this money. Basically, I opened an account, paid for an order of checks, and then all my money that I put in the account was gone. And then I had an outstanding balance, which was crazy. I ended up contacting the state commissioner of banks with a complaint, and then about 2 to 3 months later, I ended up getting a refund check from the bank for the money that was taken from my account, and the entire credit file was deleted from the collection agency and all the credit bureaus. So if you're not getting responses from certain dispute letters, you can go over their head to state agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The FTC is a total waste of time. Don't even bother them because they're just going to send it back to CFPB. I've had results with the Attorney General, but sometimes I've had to write them 4 or 5 times to argue that it's not my fault it was put on there. It's just the stupid creditor being greedy. I want to show you what happened to me with Equifax on November. What happened is I stopped my dispute for 60 days to just give it a rest period and restarted the entire process again. Got my letter here. It's handwritten. It's got certified mail receipt on it that says it was delivered on November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving. Okay? The first response I get from these people says December 23rd or something. Yes, December 23rd, 2017. Stating that I didn't send them proper identification or current address. I submitted them a certified copy of my driver's license and valid social security card, 2 items listed on this paper. And this is nothing more than a stall tactic because these people did not process my dispute. This was almost 30 days after they accepted it. So they send me out a letter just to confuse me, thinking they're working on the account and they're wanting more time. All right. So January 2nd, I sent out a second handwritten letter. It's 2 pages. And it basically says that I allowed you 30 days and you have sent me nothing. I did not get any dispute results. You need to delete this account immediately because your 30-day time period is exhausted. All right. So I started at Thanksgiving. Here it is. After New Year's, I'm sending another follow-up letter to dispute the account. And I finally get my results dated January 27th, 2 months after they accepted my dispute. And it's kind of disturbing because the detail says it was verified by the furnisher, and if I don't agree with their results, then I can contact the bank that furnished the information. But keep in mind, this is 60 days. This is twice the amount of time allowed for them to continue the dispute, but yet they continue to refuse to delete the account because they were not able to verify the account. In addition, all the documents I asked for. I asked them for proof of verification. Means I asked them for the credit card application, which they did not send me. I asked them for an instrument of indebtedness because it's a financial institution. They did not send me that. I asked them for copies of receipts for any charge over $50, and they sent me no receipts. They basically said, well, this bank says it's accurate, so we're going to take their word for it. And there's a law called, it's a legal precedence called Cushman versus TransUnion in 1997, says they can't do that. They're basically using this electronic database to verify everything, and because it comes in on their electronic wire, it's 100% accurate in their eyes. So basically, these giant empires are selling your information to the banks, employers, insurance companies, just about anybody that will pay them for the information. So they're just quite frankly not going to remove it because they don't profit that way. And this is kind of my experience. There's a guy here, I got a book here on my Kindle called The Credit Conspiracy. This might be backwards, I don't know. But his name is Corey P. Smith. And he basically pioneered the dispute process like 15 or 20 years ago. And he's got a few books out. There's a whole bunch of form letters out that got some legal jargon in them, and he basically engineered that process, and everybody copies his letter. I picked up his latest book. It's some kind of dictionary, and he outlines the Section 609 process, identical to other publications I've read. And he had copies with his name on it dated back, like 2010, a long time ago. So a lot of these credit repair companies that are peddling their information is basically recycled information, and the credit bureaus have looked at it so many times, they just categorize these letters as frivolous because people are just writing in their account number and sending the same letter over and over again. There's nothing unique about it. So that's one of the dispute problems identified by this lady called Expert Credit Sweeps, and she seems to be very knowledgeable. So I would encourage you to find her channel and just see what she's got to say. So this is kind of what I have today. My disputes are ongoing, and it just seems like I'm making no progress because these financial leaders just want to be a prick. Thank you very much.